right, when we look at the numbers, we don't see the numbers on the decline. And it can be very discouraging for those of us that have been working on the issue for the past several years, and we feel that sometimes our efforts are not making any impact. But I would perhaps maybe start on a positive note, if I may, and look at these figures from a different interpretation. Perhaps, given that we've had, since the adoption of the Palermo Protocol, or the Trafficking in Persons Protocol, which was in 2000, so we're 11 years into that, we have a greater understanding of the nature of the crime that is involved in child trafficking. And with that greater understanding, we have been able to put our understanding into policies and into programs that are more effective. So what we see today is we have stronger law enforcement, we have stronger social workers, and because we have stronger law enforcement and social workers, we are able to better identify victims of trafficking. And because we are able to identify better, we have maybe increasing numbers. So if I may just put that thought with you, so these rising numbers are not necessarily indicative that the international communities and the governments have not done their work. If I may just give one concrete example, when I started working on the issue of human trafficking in 1999, many of the governments were in a denial stage. The victims of trafficking, instead of being supported, were being penalized as illegal migrant workers. They were being put in detention centers. They were being fined. They were being deported. But look at how governments and civil society are responding today. That we no longer treat a victim, we no longer criminalize a victim for the crime that she or he is forced to commit as a result of being trafficked. We, the world over, we are working to ensure that victims are repatriated with dignity back to their homes. They are no longer being penalized. So in some ways, I would say that maybe the international community as well as the governments are better informed and are putting their knowledge into, I guess, implementing them into programs that are more responsive to the issues. So when we look at the numbers, it may be a bit discouraging, but I would also want you to please look at it from a different perspective.